Good morning and welcome to today's MSM. I'm going to start off by saying this will be our last MSM video weekly of the summer. So we're going to come out with two videos, one in June and one in July. But we're going to take off for the summer of these videos because we are going outdoors starting this Sunday, May 23rd. So this Sunday, May 23rd at 10 a.m., we're going to be outside. So you're going to start with your parents, and then you're going to come to MSM at the middle of the service. You'll be dismissed. So we're super excited, and then we're going to stay outside for the rest of the summer at 9:30. So starting May 30th, it'll be 9:30 a.m., and it'll be 100% with us, MSM, outdoors. No masks required. You don't need a mask. So that's really good. It's going to be a little hot, but we're going to be outside. It's going to be a lot more socially distant, no masks, and we hope to see you there. So today is week 3 of Anthem, and our big idea is that we can worship even when it's difficult. So we've heard numerous times, right, throughout the Bible. One that I go to multiple times is King David, right? We hear a lot from King David. King David was not the most mature Christian, not the most mature Jesus follower, and yet he was still named a man after God's own heart because of the time and time again that he went back to God. And that's what we want to talk about today, is that when times get difficult, we sometimes shy away from lamenting. So lamenting is in this context, what King David does in Psalm 22, that's what we be today, is he's crying out to God. He's sad. He's sharing his sad, mad, angry emotions with God. And he's lamenting. He's in kind of a mourning process. Right? So Psalm 22 says, the first couple verses, my God, why have you abandoned me? Why are you so far away when I groan for help? Every day I call to you, my God, but you do not answer. Every night you hear my voice, but I find no relief. Now, I don't know about you, but that's not a very uplifting psalm or song, right? Psalms were meant to be put into a song, right? So has there been a time in your life where you have felt this lament, this utter sadness, this tough time? And how hard was it to worship through it, right? How much did we want to just, and I say we because I've been there too, how much did we want to just kind of complain and cry and not really do anything about it, right? But David teaches us, King David and Paul and the Bible teaches us that we can cry out to God, that God listens, that we should lament, right? We should cry out. We should share with God what's going on, right? And we see this in Jesus's life, right? Mark 15:34. Now, this is going to sound familiar to that first psalm I just read, right? Jesus called out with a loud voice. He's up on the cross right now. Jesus called out with a loud voice, Eloi, Eloi, lema sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you abandoned me? That sounds familiar, right? Right? We just read that psalm, which, my God, why have you abandoned me? He was calling back to what King David had said, right? Jesus is in the lineage of King David. So what does that teach us? That teaches us that we should actually lean into lament when needed. Lean into it, not alone, but with other people. Lean into lament. Don't shy away from telling God what's going on. Don't shy away from telling him and yelling and crying out. I've had numerous times of being in my car and driving down the road and just kind of yelling in my car and just talking to God, and not in a disrespectful way, but hey, do you even hear me? Right? Lean into your small group. Right? Your leaders are here to share with you, to do life with you, to hear from you. right? And lastly, know that lament is not unhealthy. If done with humility, that God is there, that he hasn't abandoned you, and that he will help you, and he does hear you. Guys, don't be afraid to lament. Don't be afraid to cry out. Don't be afraid to be mad at God. He is bigger than anything that we can bring to him. He's ready for it. And it just helps us to really let go of those emotions, to really let go of all that anger and sadness that we kind of build up. So don't be afraid to lament, right? And worship. Know that we can worship even when it's difficult. Thanks, guys. See ya.